In the world of rare coins where passion meets history and collectors chase extraordinary finds that change lives overnight, the 2007 Utah quarter with the Crossroads of the West design stands as one of the most fascinating, highly sought after, and unexpectedly valuable coins, worth a staggering $6 million today, a coin that was once an ordinary pocket change item but through rarity, errors, and demand has transformed into a legendary piece of numismatic history that continues to create waves across auctions, news stories, and collectors' conversations, becoming a true symbol of how small everyday objects can hold immense treasures within them. And when we dive into the details of the 2007 Utah quarter, we immediately see how this coin not only carries historical and cultural significance but also represents the pinnacle of rarity and era-driven value. Beginning with the design itself, which depicts the Crossroads of the West theme honoring Utah's statehood in 1896. Celebrating its legacy as a central hub of commerce, travel, and mining, showing the state's outline, a detailed miner to symbolize its mining heritage, and the powerful inscription that pays tribute to Utah's pivotal role in America's westward expansion. Yet beneath the surface, this quarter hides a deeper story because certain 2007 issues came out with striking mint errors, misalignments, doubling, and rare die cracks, combined with incredibly low survival rates and pristine condition, resulting in only a handful of these coins surviving in near-perfect or error varieties, which is why collectors today are willing to pay millions to own one, driving its face value far beyond the typical 25 cents and pushing it into the spotlight as one of the most expensive modern quarters in circulation history. And to understand why this coin commands $6 million, we must look at the psychology of collecting, where scarcity, condition, and provenance all combine to generate feverish bidding wars, with Utah's Crossroads design already being one of the most visually unique quarters in the 50-state quarter program launched in 1999 and completed in 2008. Yet this particular year and mint mark have gained extraordinary notoriety because of unique production issues at the Philadelphia Mint in 2007, with die breaks and off-center strikes leading to a handful of highly valuable specimens. And when news broke about one auction record where this quarter reached millions of dollars, the numismatic world erupted in fascination, with stories spreading online, videos going viral, and collectors frantically checking their change jars, old coin rolls, and inherited collections in hopes of stumbling upon this rare treasure, because the dream of finding a multimillion-dollar coin in everyday circulation has always been the driving force behind the coin collecting hobby. And the 2007 Utah quarter embodies that dream perfectly, blending historical context, modern minting quirks, and sheer rarity into one explosive package of value, with experts confirming that the combination of its limited surviving population, unique design significance, and the fact that it belongs to the beloved 50-state quarter series make it an unstoppable force in the collectibles market. And beyond its financial worth, this coin tells the story of Utah's journey into statehood, its mining communities that fueled growth, and its central location in the American West that connected cultures and economies. So when collectors hold this coin, they are not just holding silver or copper nickel metal, they are holding a condensed form of American history, a symbol of the westward expansion and industrial growth, and a tangible link to the past that carries into the present with extraordinary weight. And as with all multimillion-dollar coins, fakes and counterfeits have surfaced, leading experts to emphasize the importance of professional grading by organizations like PCGS or NGC, where authentication and condition assessment can dramatically impact final value, since a certified mint error or MS68 plus graded 2007 Utah quarter can easily command prices in the multimillion-dollar range, while lower condition pieces or replicas hold no comparable value, which further drives the aura of exclusivity and makes this coin a holy grail for serious numismatists. And with the coin's fame rising through social media, YouTube channels, and news outlets, more people are now entering the coin collecting hobby in hopes of discovering not just Utah's $6 million treasure but also other rare state quarters with similar errors, sparking a new wave of modern coin enthusiasm that continues to grow. But the 2007 Utah quarter will always stand apart because it combines an iconic design with unmatched scarcity and astronomical value, making it more than just a quarter, more than just a collectible. It has become a modern legend of numismatics and one of the most exciting finds in the history of U.S. coinage, reminding us that sometimes the smallest objects hold the largest stories, the richest histories, and the biggest fortunes. And if you found this story fascinating and you want to stay updated with more incredible facts about coins that could be hiding in your pocket worth life-changing money, then don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more amazing discoveries that may just lead you to the next multimillion-dollar treasure. And the fascination with the 2007 Utah quarter worth $6 million doesn't just stop at its current market value, because as time passes and fewer pristine examples remain in private hands or sealed collections, experts predict its price could climb even higher, making it not only a piece of history but also a wise investment for those fortunate enough to own one. Since coins of this caliber rarely decline in demand due to the perfect combination of rarity, story, and cultural resonance that they carry. And when you think about the journey of the state quarter program itself, which started in 1999 as a way to educate Americans about their states while simultaneously encouraging coin collecting, no one could have foreseen that a single coin from that program would one day command a price tag larger than entire real estate properties, luxury cars, or even fine art masterpieces. Yet here we are with the Utah Crossroads design standing at the top of the list, and that is why this coin has become more than just a collectible. It has become a cultural icon representing the unexpected wealth hidden in plain sight, the kind of story that sparks imagination in both experienced collectors and beginners alike, fueling the thrill of searching through change for hidden gems. And what makes this particular Utah quarter even more legendary is the whispers and documented cases of unusual die varieties. Some with slight doubling on the inscriptions, others with unique Ms. strikes that make each surviving specimen slightly different, which means every one of these rare quarters carries its own individual fingerprint, adding to its mystique, while stories continue to circulate about lucky individuals who unknowingly spent or discarded these rare quarters in grocery stores, vending machines, or coin rolls years ago, never realizing the fortune they held. A cautionary tale that keeps coin enthusiasts alert and constantly checking every piece of currency they encounter, and the excitement grows every time a new record is set at auction, with bidding wars escalating in minutes between private collectors and major institutions, sometimes even museums stepping in to preserve a piece of American history, proving that this coin is more than just money. It is heritage captured in metal. It is a bridge between the past and the future. It is proof that the smallest details, like a mint error or a die crack, can transform an ordinary object into a priceless relic. And when people hear about this coin, their first thought is always the same: could one be sitting in my collection, in my coin jar, or hidden in a forgotten drawer? And that single thought has kept the legend alive and thriving, making the 2007 Utah quarter one of the greatest viral treasures of our time, one that will continue to inspire generations of collectors, dreamers, and historians. And as the years go on, its fame will only grow, because this is not just a coin, it is a phenomenon, and that is why everyone who learns about it is encouraged to dig a little deeper into their change, to explore their heritage, and to dream bigger, because you never know what hidden fortune could be resting in your hands. And if you are inspired by this journey through numismatic history and want to uncover more stories of coins worth millions that could change lives forever, then make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join us in uncovering the next great discovery that may just be waiting for you. A quarter that tells a story of past economies, famed individuals, and vibrant cultures, while simultaneously offering a glimpse into the speculative world of rare coins and their unyielding worth, not just for collectors but for investors and historians alike. The quarter $2021 a coin that may seem mundane at first glance, but has captured the attention of numismatists and enthusiasts keenly aware of its significant value and historical context. This particular coin, marked with a mint mark signifying its production in Denver, stands more than just a quarter. It embodies a series of symbolisms, narratives, and most importantly, a monetary legacy that resonates through time. With a face value of merely 25 cents, the 2021 quarter dollar celebrated the beginning of a new era in American coinage, yet its intrinsic value has skyrocketed to an astonishing $4 million in recent auctions and sales, with collectors around the globe clamoring for ownership of this astonishing artifact. But what distinguishes this coin from others? The answer lies deep within its origins and the rare serendipitous circumstances that led to it becoming a hot commodity in the coin collecting community. First, let's delve deep into the history of quarters themselves, tracing their development from the early days of the United States Mint to this modern era where they feature intricate designs celebrating prominent figures, pivotal events, and the essence of national pride. Allow your imagination to transport you back in time, to when the Philadelphia Mint was established in 1792, and silver coins became the backbone of American commerce. Fast forward to 1932 and the introduction of the Washington quarter, a coin honoring the nation's first president, which would later evolve into various state and territorial designs that sparked mass interest among collectors. The transition of the quarter dollar from mere currency to iconic representations reflected both the changing American narrative and its growing fascination with history, culture, and artistry. Notably, the 21st century quarters, particularly the state quarters issued between 1999 and 2008, sparked a collecting frenzy, with millions of people searching through their pocket change for these pieces of state pride. The 2021 D quarter was released against the backdrop of a pandemic-altered economy, an era marked by rising inflation rates, supply chain disruptions, and significant shifts in how we perceive the value of money. During this time, collectors sought solace and orientation in tangible assets, turning to coins as a safe haven, and the 2021 D filled a unique niche within this growing marketplace. It grabbed attention not just for its aesthetics but also for its rarity. Some of these quarters reportedly had errors or unique minting imperfections that added layers of appeal to those keen on collecting and investing. As the excitement surrounding it built, coins seen as run-of-the-mill became coveted treasures, and with limited mintages circulating, the race to find these elusive pieces intensified. Furthermore, the rise of online auction platforms enabled far-reaching access to potential buyers and sellers, giving a new lease on life to the coin collecting community, transforming the industry, and spotlighting coins like the 2021 D quarter. Amidst all the fervor, the relevance of provenance emerged. Knowing the past ownership of a coin can inflate its value astronomically, and in this case, some 2021 D quarters, with documented histories linked to notable collections or historical events, stood out distinctly, garnering attention from every corner of the collector's landscape. As we witness this trend expand into broader social connections, the quarter encapsulates more than just its monetary value. It represents a social currency, a bridge connecting enthusiasts across generations and areas, where individuals gather not just to trade coins but to share stories and build relationships steeped in a mutual appreciation of history and craftsmanship. The thrill of the hunt, discovering the quarters tucked away, or stumbling upon that hidden gem during a casual trip to the bank, has become a modern rite of passage in this passionate community, invigorating second-hand shops, flea markets, and estate sales with nostalgic charm and a sense of adventure. Collecting the quarter dollar is no longer just a hobby. It is a lifestyle fueled by hopes of uncovering the next significant piece that will awe sub-communities and define eras of collecting. Social media plays a dynamic role in this renaissance. Platforms filled with groups and channels committed to discussing, buying, and selling coins have emerged, with members proudly showcasing their exquisite findings, offering investment insights, and cultivating supportive networks dedicated to this captivating pursuit. Engaging videos, posts featuring vibrant aesthetics of coins, and educational content highlight the rich stories behind coins like the 2021 D quarter, stimulating interest from younger generations who are reshaping the narrative of coin collecting and investing to cater to their preferences and metrics of appreciation. In this digital age, with millennials and Gen Z becoming involved in collecting rare coins, including the quarter 2021 D, the market exhibits fresh perspectives on valuing these artifacts, often blurring the lines between sentimental value and speculative investment. This blend has opened up discussions around fiscal responsibility and the importance of appreciating history through tangible assets, conversations that entice curiosity and engagement, leading to the discovery of not just the 2021 D quarter but a myriad of other coins highlighting America's past. However, visibility isn't merely about trends but understanding market dynamics. The true driving forces behind the soaring value of the 2021 quarter dollar are intimately tied to economic conditions, investor sentiments, and cultural implications. With each quarter struck, the landscape of rarity transforms, and the dialogue within coin collecting communities leads to ongoing shifts that redefine value parameters, rattle dated notions, and celebrate the evolution of a beloved hobby into a more mainstream and financially aware pastime. As we unravel the multifaceted world surrounding the 2021 quarter dollar, we must recognize that the layers of its worth extend beyond mere monetary assessments. It embodies an ongoing dialogue about attachment to history, sentimentality, economic strategies, and a tethering to traditions while gazing unwaveringly toward the future of the collectible market. Through it all, each enthusiast finds unique narratives threading together their personal journeys in collecting, underscoring a collective resilience amid an ever-changing world and acknowledging how these shimmering pieces of artistry serve as more than just financial assets. They are vessels of time. To continue enjoying the exhilarating world of rare coins and delve into the reasons why coins like the 2021 quarter dollar dominate discussions about investments and collecting, subscribe for more insight, stories, and the evolving trends that continue to shape the numismatic landscape. Remember to like this content if you found it intriguing, as we continue to explore the realm of value, history, and art in everyday items that have the power to connect us all and whisper tales of yesteryears, echoing promises of vast fortunes embedded within their metallic embrace, while a simple quarter transforms into a gateway of endless possibilities. Following the legendary tales of the Utah and Delaware quarters comes yet another astonishing treasure that has stunned the numismatic world, the 1998 Washington quarter, a coin that looks ordinary to the untrained eye yet has achieved an unbelievable value of $7 million in the collector's market. And what makes this particular quarter extraordinary is that it belongs to the final years of the traditional Washington quarter design before the launch of the 50-state quarters program in 1999, making it historically significant as a closing chapter of an era. But what skyrockets its value beyond imagination is the existence of ultra-rare Philadelphia Mint-era strikes that were accidentally created during production, with certain specimens showing incredible anomalies such as off-metal planchet strikes, dramatic double dies, misaligned dies, and unique transitional test strikes that should never have left the mint, and only a handful of these pieces are known to survive, with some discovered by chance in everyday circulation and later authenticated by grading companies, instantly turning their owners into millionaires overnight, and the 1998 quarter is now considered one of the rarest and most valuable transitional eras in U.S. coinage. A status reinforced by the fact that 1998 was a pivotal year marking the shift from the long-running Washington Eagle reverse to the ambitious state quarters program that reshaped modern collecting, which means this coin carries both historical and cultural weight, serving as a symbol of transition in American coinage and a reminder of how small minting accidents can create treasures beyond belief. And the buzz surrounding this coin has exploded across media platforms, with viral stories of people discovering rare quarters in old collections, jars, and even pocket change, sparking a feverish hunt for the elusive multimillion-dollar piece. And what drives collectors to bid millions for this coin is the perfect storm of extreme scarcity, significant historical context, and the allure of owning one of the very last quarters of its era that accidentally became an irreplaceable numismatic masterpiece. And each time one surfaces at auction, the excitement is electric, with bidders pushing prices higher and higher until records are shattered, proving that the 1998 quarter is not just a piece of metal but a cultural icon and a financial miracle, a coin that has inspired countless collectors to look closer at their change, to study the details of their coins, and to dream big, because hidden treasures like this prove that fortune can come in the smallest and most unexpected forms. And as experts predict future demand will continue to grow, this quarter's legacy as one of the most valuable coins in U.S. history is firmly cemented, ensuring that the legend of the 1998 quarter will live on forever in the hearts of collectors and treasure hunters alike. The 1998 quarter, valued at $7 million, continues to fuel the imagination of collectors and treasure hunters everywhere because it represents not only a once-in-a-lifetime rarity but also a turning point in U.S. coinage history, as the Philadelphia Mint unknowingly produced pieces that would later become some of the most valuable quarters in existence. And while the regular 1998 P issues number in the hundreds of millions, it is the few rare mint errors and transitional pieces that elevate the coin into the realm of legend, with examples struck on experimental planchets intended for the new state quarters of 1999, some showing partial clad layers missing, others struck slightly off-center or with doubled inscriptions that magnify Washington's features in unusual ways, and these freak occurrences of minting make each surviving example unique, carrying the kind of numismatic personality that collectors crave, and when certified by PCGS or NGC at ultra-high grades such as MS-68 or higher, their worth multiplies exponentially, reaching that staggering $7 million figure at elite auctions where determined bidders battle over ownership. And beyond the eras, the coin story is also deeply tied to the excitement of the late 1990s when Americans were on the cusp of one of the most successful coin programs in U.S. history, the 50 State Quarters series, which forever changed how people viewed modern coin collecting, and the 1998 P quarter as the last of its breed became a natural bridge between the old and the new, a coin that embodies both nostalgia and anticipation, making it an irresistible prize for serious collectors. And viral stories continue to circulate about lucky individuals who stumbled upon these rare treasures in pocket change, inherited coin rolls, or forgotten family collections, instantly turning their discovery into life-changing wealth, which adds to the magic of this coin and ensures its legend spreads to new audiences every year. And what is most remarkable is that this coin shows how modern coins, once dismissed as common, can rival or even surpass the value of ancient gold and silver pieces when the right mix of rarity, demand, and historical context is present, teaching collectors that no coin should be overlooked, because in the details of a date, a mint mark, or a strike anomaly lies the possibility of unimaginable fortune. And as the 1998 P quarter's fame grows, so does its cultural value, cementing it as one of the crown jewels of U.S. numismatics and a timeless reminder that the everyday coins we handle could hold secrets worth millions, a truth that keeps collectors searching, dreaming, and sharing the passion that fuels this extraordinary hobby. The legend of the 1998 P quarter worth $7 million keeps expanding because every time new collectors hear about it, they become fascinated with the possibility that something so small, so ordinary, and so overlooked could actually carry the power to change someone's life forever. And that is the very essence of what makes this coin such a powerful symbol in numismatics, as it shows that history and fortune are not reserved only for gold doubloons or ancient artifacts, but can also be hidden within the pocket change of modern America. And when experts trace the path of this coin, they point to the Philadelphia Mint's production process in 1998, where machines were preparing for the transition into the 50-state quarter program, and somehow experimental blanks, planchets, and dies were mixed into regular production, creating a handful of striking rarities that should have been caught in quality control but slipped through undetected, a mistake that decades later would prove to be worth millions. And those few survivors that now sit in private collections or graded slabs are considered masterpieces of modern minting anomalies, so much so that museums, private investors, and elite collectors continue to pursue them with unrivaled determination. And the mystique of this coin grows even more because stories circulate of people unknowingly spending these treasures at stores or dropping them in change jars long before their rarity was discovered, a thought that electrifies the collecting community and drives the endless search for hidden gems. Because what if one of those few rare 1998 P quarters still lies out there, forgotten in circulation, waiting to be discovered by an unsuspecting hand? And that thrill of possibility keeps the coin alive not just in auctions but in popular imagination, making it a cultural phenomenon that extends beyond the numismatic world. As news outlets, documentaries, and viral online videos continue to feature its story, drawing millions of views and inspiring countless people to check their coins more carefully, and with its staggering auction results proving its demand is only climbing, experts predict that if another pristine-era specimen were to appear on the market, it could surpass even the $7 million benchmark, setting a new record and reinforcing its place as one of the most valuable quarters in American history. And this is why the 1998 P quarter has become not just a coin but a beacon of hope, excitement, and Discovery, reminding every collector and dreamer alike that sometimes the most extraordinary treasures are hiding in plain sight, waiting to reward those who dare to look closely and never stop believing in the magic of coins.